charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back up.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins. 59 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Mahomes to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Chiefs!
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here comes the Texans now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Watson on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On 2nd and 10, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Mahomes going up top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Black 22! Black 22!
From the gun, here's Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ace, ace. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Green 90. Green 90.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here's Watson now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Back 22.
On 1st down, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw, Watson on the move to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now it's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On the toss, here's Foreman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Foreman, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless. On second down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And give them a gain of 37.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you.
And this is caught by Watkins for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 37 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Ace!
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. He's going to float this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 46 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Buying time to his left. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down this close to the goal line. First down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone.
Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third down?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Tiger! Blue 80!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Now a play fake here on first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline block.
They've got his man complete. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 42 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. His throw incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Black 22.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. That one goes for 24 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big... Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's another sign for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
He'll get it up the middle. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try the air now with Watson. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins taking it in. And the Texans get a bit closer. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Mahomes going to throw it here, and he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Watkins alone on the left side. Now here's Mahomes. And a little floater there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over. At the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
and he loses the football a second time. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kendall Fuller. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Slow.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.